Good evening. Donington Park is located in Castle Donington, surrounding Donington Park Estate, which is still owned by the Wheatcroft family. It's currently under lease by Motorsport Vision until 2038, but tonight we have the BTCC fan PS4 Racing League for you. I'm John Green, aka Greener Army 2009. We are here at Donington Park, as I said, tonight for League 1 action. Don't know if anyone was in the stream last night for League 2, but that was some cracking racing. If anyone's actually watching the stream, can you just let me know if you can hear me okay? It should be great if you can. So at the moment, as you can see, there's Scott Mini just warming up those tyres, ready for his lap. And I say that, and he's gone off. This is what happened last night. Absolutely, commentator's curse. I talk about someone, and yeah, it's they go straight off. Anyway, on that, as he gets back on dirty tyres and all that, let's have a look to see who we have in the lobby tonight. So there is Rathchild. We have Disco Racing Stew, who was champion of League 1 last year. We got Hanby 911. We've got Offcut 25. TMLS 313 is actually in the pits. He's just overlooking everything tonight as a second pair of eyes. We have Mampster. We have Cody Pop. We have Jack H70, JC Hoop, and our hostess with the mostess, if they like to say, Scott Mini 183. Let's see what else is going on. So I think Rathchild is probably coming around to do his fast, quick lap. So yes, I'm just looking at the chat coming in at the moment. Evening Shadow Stalker. Madigan, can I pick the first curse for the rest? Race. Right, okay. Yeah, well, this is just qualifying at the moment, so we've got 15 minutes of qualifying tonight, guys. And then we will be going into a 17 lap race first. And then obviously the second race is a 12 lap sprint race, but a muddled up grid, a randomised grid that the game will put together. So I'm taking the sound is okay, Shadow Stalker, if you listen, or Magic again. Yeah, Mad. I'm just going to call you Mad. You're on last night commenting, so yeah, I'm just going to call you Mad. You know, yeah, you know, I'm just glad that you guys are just listening into some country bumpkin from Wiltshire. Talking all over some fantastic racing, hopefully. Anyway, so there's Rathchild just sliding around. Let's go on board with someone. Who should we go on board? Well, Disco Racing Stew has just crossed the line. Let's take a lap. Let's see if someone's near the end of the lap. Tell you what, we'll go on to JC Hop, because he's coming down to start. So we'll go into Bonnet Cam, I think. So JC Hop is just coming down the Wheatcroft Straight, which then heads in to Redgate Corner and takes the wider line through, which most people have been doing, really. So he's now coming into Redgate, which then follows down through to Hollywood, and then the famous Crane of Curves coming up next. Should be just hugging the curb there. Trying to get the back end out slightly. He just comes across there. He's kept that nice and tidy there. That's pretty good. He is down in 4th place at the moment, so hopefully this will be a good time for him. Where is he now? He's going up to McLean's. Short little run up. Just the little brow of this hill, you get to Coppice. Goes through Coppice there and comes out of it down to the Dunlop Straight. and he's just now going to come into Roberts, which is chicane before, which will lead back onto the start-finish straight. It does improve his timing. Oh, he's ran a bit wide there, and he's decided to bail out of that one and decides to go into the pit. So let's, and he's going to come back out for another one. Let's go back trackside also, just to see what's going on. So Disco Racing Stew is actually now in second. It looks like we have Mampster that was in the BMW, just coming down the crane now, as you can see. He's done a 1:10.200. Now, in the practice session that I was watching just a minute ago, he was in, his fastest was a 1:10.614, so he's managed to go a bit faster. Disco Racing Stew, I've just noticed, has now been pushed down to third with just under 8 minutes to go. So Cody Pop is now in second, a 1:10.440. He was fastest in practice with a 1:10.497. But again, could be just temperatures in those tyres. Who knows? And Disco Racing Stew is just in third now with a 1:10.856. Who's that just gone wide? That's the car just gone wide. And Jack H70. I do believe that is the old Opal. Yeah, he's in the Opal, which is a nice colour scheme on that. I must admit, there's some nice colour schemes on there at the moment. Just looking at some of the chats just come in. I'm mad, so pretty accurate. Fair enough. I'll keep calling you that then. Thanks for watching anyway. Carl thought 1:11s were good last night. They're knocking 1:10s, yeah. Yeah, they were knocking 1:10s in practice as well. I mean, last night was pretty quick. It was very, very quick. Oh, TMLS 313. Hello all. This is weird. I can hear the comms in game. It doesn't know I'm not really there. Okay. Yeah, it might get confusing tonight for me on that one. I am watching the times, guys. Don't worry. I have different feed to it. All right. Okay. Fair enough. So let's go back on. So Mampster is still there. We've just under 7 minutes to go. Qualifying, he's still on a 1:10.200, which, to be fair, is pretty good. All in the 1:10s. The top, I think last night everyone was nearly covered by a second, and we've got 9 people in the lobby. I think we might have just lost someone. I thought we had a full lobby in there just a minute ago. I thought we had more than that. I might be wrong, but okay. Don't know who's dropped out. Just seeing if I can see if anyone's down there. No. Oh, maybe someone's got disconnected on that one. Anyway, Mampster comes down to start another lap. Is he going to improve his time on this one? No, he's still in the 1:10. So, right, okay, so TMLS is going to be my eyes as well tonight. I'm sure someone's dropped out, but I'm not 100% sure who it was. So let's just go through your field a minute with just under 6 minutes to go. So Mampster is your current pole sitter at this moment in time, followed closely behind by Cody Pop, and then we got last year's champion Disco Racing Stew behind them in third. Round that second row is Jack H70, and then we got Scott Mini 183 in fifth. Sixth is JC Hoop with Offcut 25 in seventh, with Rathchild there in 8th, who's just gone wide. And Hand by 911 in 9th. TMLS has just put a comment there. Sparky LUFC and Magma are missing. Don't think I saw them in practice though. No, I don't think they were in practice, I must admit. I just thought we had 11 people in there. No, it's probably my eyesight getting old. But yeah. Anyway, we got a good lobby and we got 9. We got 9. I think that's the only 2 that's missing. So let's go back up. So Mampster is still there. Not really much change in times. Disco Racing Stew would want Disco Racing Stew would want to possibly retain his title here, and I think he's got a bit of competition between the top 2 at the moment. Mind you, it could be a bogey trap for him. Could be a bogey trap for him. Yeah, just look at looking at the chat on the side of the stream. Yeah, those 9 plus missing 2 equals 11. Ignore me, right? Okay, I will. That's fine. And if anyone should join, it should be me. Yeah, well, you had your chance last night, TMLS. You know, and not only that, you're in the began. Yeah, I do like the little wink there. Just a heads up. The McGann has been banned for this season because everyone was using it, I do believe, last season, and it was definitely the quickest car out there, so that's been banned for this season. So the choices that the drivers had to make during their ranking to see where which league they were going in, they could use the BMW, the Merc, Mercedes, and obviously the Opel Astra if they had the DLC for that. So yeah, most people have stuck with the Merc, I've noticed over the last couple evenings. So, but it looks like a BMW might be on the front row tonight with Mampster. No one is really. Cody Poppy's actually. Oh, it's a BMW 1-2 front row lockout actually. Cody Pop is just probably trying to get a tow from Mampster. He's just looking for that little bit. So TMLS is actually did a 1-9 in the McGann. So that just proves the point that was the car to have last year. So yeah, they're too slow for the League 3 champ. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, Carl, the Opel is, I do believe, the DLC pack, one of them. So yeah, so I think the choice would be just the Merc or the BMW. If you ain't got the DLC pack, unfortunately. Let's just go back with these 2 a minute. They've just swapped round now, so whether Mampster is looking for a tow to try to get up a little bit closer, pull that little bit of gap away, but they've just changed position with Cody Pop still there in second. Disco Racing Stew is. We've got 41 seconds to go, so this is probably their last lap to get a racing line in. So Disco Racing Stew needs to just find a bit extra time, just that little bit extra to get onto the front row. But he's in 3rd. Jack is still in 4th. With Scott has actually said enough's enough. He's in the pits. JC Hop is in 6th, with Handball 911 in 7th, with Offcut just coming down the straight now in 8th, and Rathchild is in 9th. So anyone on their lap now should get across the line for their for this will be their last lap. Sorry, getting tongue twisted, dry mouth, everything like that. So yeah, so everyone should. I would have thought that. Yeah, Mampster might have got across the line just before, and he looks a bit slow. Possibly not. Like Cody definitely is. Now just cruising around. I think Mampster is on a hot lap, but I think that is your top. It's definitely your top two with Mampster. Let's just see if anyone's on. No, Disco Racing Stew is only on the second row. Jack is in the pits, so the only other people, no, Hamble. I think that is your lineup. So, Mampster is just coming down now. He will be the last one to cross the line, I think. But there is your lineup. So it will be Mampster on pole, with Cody Pop second, Disco Racing Stew in third. Oh, I just lost the channel there. So yeah, so Mampster, Cody Pop, Disco Racing Stew, top three. 4, Jake H70 with Scott Mini 183. JC Hop in 6th with Handball 911 in 7th. Offcut 25 in 8th. And Rathchild rounds out the 9th. So I think we're just going to be waiting for everyone to lobby up and ready to go. Let's quickly check it the chat here then. Glenn up in League 2 because I cocked up Alton in grading. These times are rapid. Okay. So that is brilliant. Apparently can all hear the comms. Oh, okay. I'm not too sure why that is. Because I'm on director's mode. Scott put me on director's mode. I don't think there was a problem last night when it was on director's mode. So, not too sure. Okay. I don't know what we can do about that really, because we are live and actually it's just running through the sequence. So I do apologise, drivers, if you can hear me talking a load of rubbish on the comms. We'll try and get it sorted out for next week. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot I can do about that one. Don't know if you know anything TMLS, if it can be done. When they're all lobbying up, I'm just going to take a sip of water drink. Oh. Bullen, I could hear you in race 2 last night and all other mics were off. Strange, race 1 was fine. Okay. I'll have to look into that for next week, guys. Like I said, I'm quite new to commentating, so okay, glad to see. Anyway, let's get back to the action. I do apologise if the drivers can hear me, and I put them off. I do apologise. So, and they're off. So Mampster got a good getaway, but Cody did get a bit of a good run. He's just going to slot behind him. Did everyone get through? Scott's moved up to 4th, but now down. Something went flying. Who's on the grass? Let's just keep this going. There. Oh, there's about 5 of them coming down Craners, side by side. Oh, and Han is now just gone. What happened there? I think there might have been a bit of a lag there for some reason. But anyway, Mampster is under pressure from... Oh, yeah, from Cody. Cody's going to try around the outside there. I don't think that's going to work at the old hairpin. But that also leaves Disco Racing Stew going up on the inside of Cody there. He's sort of lost out a little bit there, trying to go around the outside of the old hairpin. So we're coming down the Dunlop straight now. So I'm just going to move down there. So Cody... No, Disco Racing Stew just sits back in. as Mampster goes across, but he is right on the boot lid of Cody there. It's, yeah, there's a big gaggle of cars coming down here. Don't really want to take the eyes off the front at the moment. Yeah, Disco Racing Shoes just holding back a little bit, with Cody in second. So they're not pulling away as fast as I thought they were going to be. Oh, as I say that, Cody goes off. Not 100% sure what actually happened there. I was actually looking at the comments. So yeah, I do apologise there. So anyway, Mampster's in front with Disco Racing Stew now in second, but followed by Jack very closely. Scott is in fourth with Handball by 911, but then Rathchild had a amazing run out of the last chicane there. Now on the inside, ready for Redgate. Is he going to go? Oh, he cuts him off, but oh, yeah, Handball was looking for a switchback. We have had a disconnection, but I don't know who it was. And yeah, I can see that on the screen every time I talk it comes up with my name down the side. Not too sure why, but yeah, so Mampster is in front at the moment. He has pulled a bit of a gap, nearly a second lead gap. We've gone down to 8 drivers. Someone did disconnect, but I'm not too sure who. Jack is missing. Right, okay, he must have had a disconnection for some reason. Scott Mini is now in third. Rathchild is moved up to fourth, and Henry did go a bit wide there. He's now in fifth, with JC Hop in sixth. Offcut is in seventh, and Cody Pop is coming now back through the field. Yeah, I don't think Cody Pop's going to be there for too much longer. I think he's just going to make his easy pickings all the way up. It does look like that Jack is just trying to rejoin, but obviously he won't be able to rejoin this race because he is he's come out of it, so you might have to watch this one and then join round 2. So I think he should be able to on the random grid. So we're on lap 4:17. Things have sort of settled down a little bit. Mampster seems to be in front more. He's pulling a little gap back. Mind you, Disco Racing Stew's keeping him honest. He's just keeping the gap there, which is good. Scott Mills, God, TV radio presenter. Scott Mini is in third, 3 seconds behind Mampster. Rathchild is in fourth, with JC Hop in fifth. But there is a bit of a battle going on between these two. Just going to stay on here at the moment. So we've got BMW against Merc, with Hamby 911 just sitting there. But the problem is he's got the fast moving Cody Pop behind him. They're coming 3 abreast down the Craners. It's going to be tight. There is a bit of lag, which I think is from Handball, but that was a nice move there by Cody. Just slipped him up the inside. Yeah. And yeah, that was a brilliant move. I kept on saying last night that I could do with a replay button, but unfortunately we haven't got one. But Cody is moving his way. As you can see, he's right on the boot lid now of JC, but yeah, JC's not holding him up. I don't think Cody's going to get round that side. Oh, and JC Hop just decides to go across. Okay, that might want a Stuart's inquiry on that one. But then saying that, Cody is just... I don't know what happened there, because he's gone back behind... Well, he was back behind... Handby. Yeah, Cody should get a nice tow. You're probably right there. But yeah, TMLS, broadcast on YouTube. Yeah, I've had problems on YouTube before broadcasting. It just not play ball. Keeps on dropping out. Hence why I've gone. Why I use Twitch for this. One of the races I might just go straight onto YouTube, see what happens. Like I said, last time I used it, it went a bit haywire. So Offcut is just at the back of this group. He's having a little battle there. He's just moved up past Handby 911. Cody is just sitting there in 6th at the moment. Oh, there was a little bit of crashing and banging going on there. That was Rathchild and JC. So that does mean that Cody did go up. And there's more crashing. This isn't good, guys. Keep it clean. Yeah, there's door to door, but that is a little bit too much. So Cody is now just gone back. Oh no, he did go up on the inside. JC Hoop did run wide, but they're still coming down the double abreast down the craners with Rathchild and Hoop. Oh, and Han and Rathchild. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit confused now with names. It's just, yeah. Okay, does look like that Mampster is dropping back a little bit into the clutches of Disco Racing Stu. Now, did Stu, or did Mampster make a mistake or not? But then saying that, he is pulling out. No, it's about half a second gap. So I'm just taking a bit more drink. But I think Stu's got his bit... Oh no, Mampster's just gone wide. Just gone wide. Which means Stu is now in front. I think this is where he wanted to be. Just couldn't hook it up in qualifying. Thing is, with these... the race format this time, no one knows where you're going to be in the second race. So you need a good first start. Solid first race. Just to see... why, just in case you get a real bad draw from the random one. So TMLS, Twitch is better for clipping. I was using both but moved to YouTube, had to create a new account to chat. Alright, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I just opened up a YouTube account just to basically upload the clips from here on Twitch over to YouTube for you guys to watch back later on. So yeah, so we're on lap 8. Let's get back to the racing. We're on lap 8, no, 9 of 17, sorry, with Disco Racing Stu and Mampson now behind after that mistake he had a couple of laps ago. Scott is now in 3rd, and with Cody is now moved back up to 4th after that off that he had. JC Hoop is in 5th. And we have Handby, sorry, 911 in 6th. Rathchild is back there. And that yellow, I do believe that's the, is it the Opal? No, it could be the Merc actually. And Offcut 25. So, okay, we've got Emma. We have new public table spreadsheet, and the calendar will have links to the official race coverage videos. Look out for it in a few days. Okay, thank you TMLS. Emma Disco Stu is taking some liberties with the lines at the S's, but TMLS is watching. Okay, interesting. Well, Mampster is now just gone back in front after when I was reading those comments. I didn't see what happened, even though we're on screen, because I not actually reading the comments coming up on the screen. I'm reading it from my laptop. Easier for me to read. Anyway, Scott seems to be out on his own for a little bit. He's just pondering around nicely in third. I'm sure he'll take third position for sure. So Mampster is up into first again with 7 laps to go. We are 7 laps to go. We're just coming off to finish off the 10th lap now. So off, let's go back at the back. So Offcut is at the back. He's not dropping way off. He is still trying to catch up with the pack with Rathchild. And then Handby 911. JC Hoop is very close to Cody. So yeah, oh, and Cody had a bit of a bad one there. He went across the curb. Code and JC had a lovely run out of there. Yeah, it was a lovely move, complete lovely move. Yeah, so JC is now up in 4th. He's going to try to chase down Scott, but I think there might be too big of a gap there, to be fair. These two are battling, which means it's... Oh, and as I say that, JC's gone wide. Lovely car control. Bit of drifting there around the whole hairpin, but that does mean that Cody is... Yeah, Cody's got back in front. I was going the wrong way. Oh, what's happened there? I went to someone and Rathchild's there. Okay, JC is back there. Does that mean Cody? Yeah, Cody got back in front of him. A nice little move there, but oh, Cody's no. Cody's going to try a black. Yeah, flashing the lights from Hoop, which is not. Oh, he's got a lovely, beautiful run out there again, JC. With I don't think he's going to get past Cody this time. Don't think he's going to. No, he's just going to sit behind. Let's go back to the top with Mampster and Disco Racing Stew. There's still not a lot in it. Still about half a second. But that's about it. Yeah, so we're on lap 12 or 17. Just to remind everyone, we have got that random grid sprint race also coming up after this. So, like I said, these two guys would probably want a good solid finish, because you never know, they might be put straight to the back on the next one. Like I said before, if Jack is still in here and he can still hear me, he should be able to join the next one. Now what's interesting is that I'm speaking and nothing is coming up on the side that's saying that I'm speaking. So whether there was a glitch in the game, I don't know if anyone can tell me if they are still listening. Okay, you can still hear me. Okay, just wondering if everyone else can hear me. That's always just weird. Like I said, we'll try to get it sorted out next week. But so on lap 13 of 17, with Stu still trying to reel in Mampster. Yeah, still. Okay. Thanks, TMLS. So, okay. Maybe they've just turned down the volumes on their headsets, which, wouldn't surprise me. They probably don't want to listen to me anyway. A country bumpkin like myself. So I'm just reading. I don't want to take my. Oh yeah, right. So Stu has got a good run out down there. He's coming down to Hollywood now before the Craners. He's got his lights ablaze, trying to put off Mamps, but I don't think that's going to put off him at all. They both cut the corner quite a bit there, but it looks like that Stu got a better run out. He's now trying around the... Now he's hoping to push Mampster wide. He's now just coming up to McLean's, which was... No, he's dropped back a little bit there. Let's just have a look to see if how Scott's getting on. I think he's just... Yeah, TLMS, I'm not surprised. I would mute myself as well. So yeah, so Scott's still in third. He's 7 seconds behind the leaders, but he's also got I think it's about a 7-7 gap between him and Cody in fourth, which he is still battling with JC. Again, JC gets a better run out of that corner, and he is actually alongside. He's going to try around Redgate the long way. I don't think he's going to get round there. But he's still going to sit on the outside. Is he going to stay? Has he got his nose in front? Please don't bash, boys. No, that's good clean racing. They're going down. Oh, I didn't think. Oh, that's not good. Cody and JC. Yeah, I went for the old... Yeah. That's... Okay, so that's now actually pushed both of them down. With Offcut now moving up to fifth. With Rathchild in fourth. I think the stewards might need to look at that one. So... Oh... As I said, Mammoth is now under a lot of pressure from Stu. Let's hope they do this one cleanly. Yeah, Stu's just dropped back again a bit. But, yeah, so... Got a comment there from... yeah, the BMW's just has a good drive out the corners. Yeah, rear-wheel drive, yeah, I could totally understand that. TMLS both went through the old hairpin clearly. I'm not too sure who you're talking about there. So yeah. Okay, let's move back. So we are on lap 16 of 17. Mammoth is still there with Disco Racing Stew. Just checking with Scott. Yeah, he's all alone at the moment. Rathchild is still in fourth. Kicked up a bit of dirt there though. Offcut still in fifth. Cody is in sixth. With JC now in seventh. Hybo 911 in eighth. So JC needs to. Yeah, a bit of a shame what happened there down the Craners. Thought they were going to get away with it. But they didn't. But I'm just going to move to this now because we're on 17, lap 17 of 17. And yes, yeah, thank you TMLS. Disco did have a run. He's a lot closer than what he was before. They're just coming up to Coppice now. Is he going to get a run down the fence? This is a last corner gasp, I think, for Stu. As long as he doesn't do stupid, I think Stu might just sit back now. Yeah, I thought he might do, just to sit back to take the second. Oh, he has got a run on him going down the line though. Did he get... No. Mammoth is your winner with Disco Racing Stew in second. Scott is in third. Good solid run there for Scott. Rathchild is under a bit of pressure from Offcut now. Two Merc Power cars. Yeah, I think that's how it's going to stand. So Rathchild looks like he is going to be fourth with Offcut. JC Hop got in front of Cody there. Cody was in seventh in the end, of Handball 911 in last. So that is your top three was Mampster. followed by Disco Racing Stew and Scott Mini in third. Right, now, so we'll go back to the lobby. Scott Mini will reset the lobby for 12 lap sprint race, but random grid. I'm just going to go quiet for 2 seconds so I can have a drink, and I'll be back. Right then, guys, I am back, ready for race 2. Mad said lost him, can't hear a thing. No, I did go off. I was just taking a drink on board, and yeah. So, oh, Cody. So this is interesting. So we got Cody on pole, and then we have. It looks like we got Offcut next to him on second. With Handball then in third, Rathchild in fourth, Hop in fifth, Scott back in sixth, Mampster in seventh, Disco Racing Stewart back in eighth, and Jack is back in now at the back. So just waiting for them to lobby up. Right, they're just sinking now, and they're off. And Cody got a fantastic start there, but so did Offcut. But they're all streaming down. This is going to be, hope, keep it clean, boys, going into one. Who's that up? Oh, Cody's just got spun round again with, oh, it's a massive big pile-up going on. I've lost everything now. I just could not see who, but who came out of there the best was Rathchild. Now, that's interesting. With Hop, JC back in second. Disco Racing Stew managed to get through all that melee to third. With Jack in fourth. Handball 911 is in fifth. Mampster is in sixth. He's just sliding around there. Offcut, unfortunately, started second, is now in seventh. Scott is back down in eighth, and Cody Pop is last. I'm not 100% sure what happened there on the first lap, but it just seems there was a bit of a pile-up, to be fair. So yes, Tim LS says all BMW on pole. Rather be on the first corner before haste. Yeah. Mampster finished 7th, third first lap. Oh, yeah. Rothschild is now under attack from JC. Yeah, he's under. I don't know. I think Cody might just have this. He's brought the back end round there, Rothschild, but I think Cody's just a little bit smoother. Disco Racing Stew, I think, is just going to bide his time to see what happens with this, but then not far behind is Jack. He was last on the grid in that Opel. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what happened there for JC, but he just did go completely wide. And Disco Racing Stew did get in front, but then was there contact with Rothschild? I didn't see it, but they were quite close together, JC and Rothschild, and look at this lot coming down here now. This is not going to end well, I don't think. No, Rothschild is up on two wheels. JC is behind. And Handball went through to fourth. So let's go back to the front. So yeah, Stu's got a bit of a gap there now. This is the group that we're watching, and who's that just going across the road completely? That is Handball. Don't come on too closely, boys. Oh, Offcut had to brake really hard then. That was a little bit of coming onto the track a little bit dangerously there by Handball 911. But this middle pack is quite close. Camera angle isn't really showing, but Hop is back there. Cody is now back up in fourth after that sort of spin on the first lap, which is good going, but Hop, JC is just free abreast. This could work out quite well for Scott. I think Scott's just going to pull back in. But yeah, and I think Cody's just lost it again coming out. Advertising board goes. There goes JC through. Is Scott going to go through there as well? Yeah, he has gone through. I think Scott might take on. Scott is in fourth now. Yeah, he was a big winner out of that one. He got past both of them. They're going down the old hairpin. Now the back end steps out and he's ran a little bit wide, which isn't ideal. Is Cody gonna have a run? But no, I think this. I'm gonna stick with this. There's a bit of snaking going on there by Rothschild, which is interesting. Gives Scott a little bit of breathing space with Cody there. JC is under a bit of pressure from Rothschild. He was leading this race at one point, I do believe. So yeah, they're just coming down. So number one is trying to get past Rothschild, thinks about it, and then tucks back in. Offcut is probably just waiting to see what happens with the rest of them, just in case there's any accidents. Oh, so Jack is now right up on the boot lid of Disco Racing Stew. And yeah, as in the first one, Disco Racing Stew looked racy. He does look racy on this one, but it's got a bit of a challenge now by Jack. Jack's looking the more racier one. But the fastest sector 1 at the moment, it goes to Cody Pop by looks of it, which is interesting. It's come out there. How are we doing back with this gaggle of cars back here? So that's Rathchild having a go on JC. JC has got that covered there. Offcut did manage to do that, and handball, hand by 911. He's weaving all over the place. It's now on the inside. I think Offcut might just let him go with that one. Yeah. So Cody's. Where's Cody gone? Cody's had a bit of an off. Not too sure where. That looks like the start-finish straight. He must have lost it again coming out of. Must have lost it coming out of the chicane coming onto the straight. Okay, that's interesting. So let's go back with Scott. I think Scott's going to have a nice lonely race again in 4th this time. Mampster is in 3rd. Yeah, Jack's looking really racy. He's really looking racy there. I think Disco Racing Stu's probably got handfuls at the moment. He's on halfway through the race on lap 6. So yeah, so Mad says on the comments, Cody gonna have a few complaints. Okay, yeah, I don't know, not too sure what he's going to complain about. I don't know if he's been. Yeah, the first lap was probably not his fault. He did lose it slightly, but yeah, Mampster is still trying to chase down Jack. I think Mampster will probably be happy just to sit with 3rd. He won the, he was high up in the first race. Well, he won the first race, should I say? So again, Scott is, well, he was sort of in a race of his own to start with, but I've just noticed that JC is actually reeling him in a little bit. So Scott will just have to keep an eye on his mirrors. Cody's still there. Cody's still looking fast in that BMW, but he's a long way back. He's 19 seconds behind the leader, which is quite a big chunk. I'm going to go back to the big start again now. So we got Racing Stu, followed by Jack. Shame that Jack got disconnected from the first one, because I think he might have been up there as well. But he's having a good showing this time out in round 2. As you can see in the background there is Mampster in 3rd, but I'll just stay with this one just at the moment. So yeah, we're just going down through the craners now. Let's come back to the whole hairpin. So this battle looks like it's going to rage on a little bit longer. This is a view from Jack. This is what Jack's seeing. He's gone up the inside. Whoa! That was well held back there by Jack. He could have easily just took Stu out of there. That's good clean racing. Does mean he's dropped back slightly. Might get a little bit of a toe down then up straight. He's going to close up on the brakes. Nice and smooth around the corner. Yeah, he's not reeling him in as fast as I thought he might do on that one, which is, yeah, he might catch up with him. There's a good little battle going on there. It's really good clean racing. Mampster is there in 3rd. Scott is still there in 4th, and JC's just a second and a half behind him. We'll keep an eye on that, because that might close up with JC. JC is looking again racy as well. Then we have, I just got it, Han. I'm going to call him Han. Han, no, that sounds a bit wrong. Han by 911 is in 6th. with Rathchild there in that yellow Mercedes in 7th. Offcut is in 8th with Cody in 9th, which, yeah, Cody seems far away. I don't know if he's had any more spins since I went to him before, and he disappeared, didn't he? But yeah, it was on lap 9 of 12, well, Cody is. I think Disco Racing Shoe, yeah, Disco Racing Shoe is on 10, his 10th lap now. But I'm just wondering if Jack's just going to try to just wait and just reel him in slightly. Get a bit of toe down the straight. One last dash down the side. Not 100% sure. So yeah, he's I think Stu might be. I don't know if Disco Racing Stu's just toying with him. You know, just let him get a bit closer and then pulling away a bit more, finding that bit of pace. But then saying that, Jack is now right on his tail. Yeah, I'm not too sure if he's just waiting for Stu to make a mistake, but I don't think last year's champion is going to make that mistake. So Mammoth is still there. How's Scott getting on? Yeah, JC has closed up. He's closed up about a second, but yeah, Stu's got a big load of mirrors full of JC. But we are on lap 11, so we have one more to go. So there's Handby 911 with Rothschild in 7th, Offcut 25, and Cody is, well, I think he's just going for a Sunday drive at the moment. I don't know about the pop. I don't think he's popping at the moment. It's more like a dribble. I don't know what's actually happened to him in this race. I know we had that accident at the beginning, but yeah, not too sure. As we see, Disco Racing Stu is now going to come on to his last lap. So this is 12 out of 12. We'll stay with the front. Whether Cody will, Jack, will settle for second, or if he will go for first. I think there'll be a big rave at Stu's house tonight, Discos. He'll bang out the tunes tonight if he wins this one, I think. Disco around Stu's place. So we're on the 12th lap, and yeah, I think Jack is probably just gonna. Don't think he's gonna be close enough unless he gets a good toe and Stu makes a mistake. I don't think he's gonna get past. He's tried to wide a line out of there, out of Coppice, to get a bit of a slingshot down the straight. But I do think that Stu might just have this one. He did look up the inside, Jack did. It's a little bit not on, really, to be fair there. But yes, so there's our winner. Disco Racing Stu comes over the line with Jack in second. Mammoth flashing his lights there in a good third. Good evening for him. Scott managed to stay under 4th with JC in 5th. And we have Handby 911 in 6th with Rathchild in 7th, who's just going to do a bit of a spin.